Hey everyone, it's Kaylee here, and today I'm sharing a layout and process video for Scrap Squad and PearTree Cutfiles. We are collaborating today to celebrate the fact that both ourselves on Scrap Squad and PearTree Cutfiles have reached 2,000 members on our Facebook groups this month. So we decided that we would pick a Scraplift because that is the true Scrap Squad style. And we're going to be joining in with the Cyber Crop over on PearTree Cutfiles this weekend. So we have picked this challenge, which you can see the Scraplift in the top right hand corner. And we really hope that you can join us. On PearTree Cutfiles, you will need to use a PearTree cut file. On Scrap Squad, you can use something else if you wish, but if you do have some PearTree cut files, then we'd love to see those. I've decided to go for this title, which says Totally Pooped, and I just knew that I had the perfect photo to go along with it, and I pulled out this photograph of my dog Spud, and this was taken this year actually. This was more of a recent photograph, and my mum's dog had been round. Now and again I look after my mum's dog, who is a younger dog. He's only recently turned 1, where my Spud is an old boy now. He's now 10. And they was playing and running around and making lots of noise and having a really good time. But Spud does get tired out quite easily now he's getting older, and he'd got onto the sofa to have a nap, and I'd snapped this photo of him, which is so funny and so cute at the same time. His eyes aren't fully closed properly, but you can see that, you know, he's asleep, and his little tongue is sticking out as well. So I thought this cut file was perfect for this photograph and the story behind this photo. So what I've done so far is I've backed my cut file. The collection that I'm using today is the Hearth and Home collection by Simple Stories, which I got from Aardvark Gifts and Crafts. I backed it with the gorgeous wood grain that's in the collection. I'm kind of hoarding that wood grain and only using little bits of it at a time. And then I backed the little paw prints using a cut apart card and just cutting the little bits of green off of there to back the cut file. And then I've pulled out 2 pattern papers from the collection, and these are just paper scraps. I'm using mainly on this page papers that I've already cut into, and I'm not cutting into any new 12 by 12 ones. And I've gone for this gorgeous black with some florals on, and the kind of rusty orange colour, and it's more of like a tartan plaid kind of pattern. So now I'm going to start layering in some embellishments. Now I've got my papers kind of where I want them. Nothing's stuck down yet. I'm just going to layer in some things and make some decisions with regards to embellishments. I've added a little cut apart behind my photo. This was actually cut from a cut apart, and it's more of a label or a journaling spot, and I've just tucked that in because I quite like that behind the photo. And I've also used one of these, it's kind of like a bench or a sofa, I'm guessing, pieces, and I've actually tucked that in behind my title. I can't think of any other layout that I would have used that on. It's quite a large piece of ephemera, but for this story and this design, I thought that was perfect to fit there, so I'm really pleased to have used that. And then I'm also tucking in some fussy cut florals that I'd cut previously, but I am going to bring in the pattern paper and cut out a couple more to add to my clusters as well. So I'm just looking through the die cuts and seeing if anything will work. Just trying a few bits and pieces here and there, and kind of just filtering through. I do this with most of my layouts, filter through the die cuts and pull out the ones that I think may work, and then try those on the page. If they don't work, then they go back in with the rest, and the ones that do work obviously make it onto the page. So I've kind of filtered through quite a few here. These are just like the little bits that are left. Some of them have been fussy cut from pattern paper. I'm just going to push those to one side because I do like to keep those little pieces out to add as little finishing touches at the end. I'm now going through the cut apart tags and seeing if any will work on here. I do like to use these tags in the Simple Stories collections. So I'm going to tuck one of those in that same wood grain as I've backed my cut file, and tuck that in behind my photo, and it just brings another pop of that wood grain somewhere else on the page. I'm also tucking in some potted plants behind my embellishment clusters, just to add some kind of leaves and things poking out from behind there. And again, I'm not sure where else I would use those, so for just tucking in to get the leaves, I think that works really well on this layout. Having a look at some of the word phrase stickers, and I am going to attach one onto my cut file, just like on the original layout. And I'm just filtering through and seeing what will work for this page. I quite like with where it's going so far. I'm really loving my large embellishment cluster to the side of my photograph. And I'm just so pleased to have used that kind of bench die cut piece, which I just think works perfectly on this page. Now I'm having a look through some of the other embellishments I have for this collection. I'm looking through the form title stickers. I really love these ones because they're not as large as some of the other ones Simple Stories have brought out. I don't think any of them actually make it onto this page because obviously I am using this lovely cut file for my title. I'm just tucking in a few more bits and pieces just to kind of build up those clusters and add some little details, but I will come in with some smaller details at the end as well. Switching out that word sticker for a black one. I spotted this one on the sticker sheet which said rise and shine, and I thought that worked perfectly for this photo. And just having a look now to see what else I can do with this top cluster. And I do decide in the end to fussy cut some of those florals from one of the pattern papers and use them in my top cluster instead. So I've skipped forward a little bit here and I've now stuck everything down. I've built up the cluster in the top corner, and I've also added some word stickers up there. I've got little things, my happy place and you are my home, and I thought they worked really well with the story of this photo. I have added some twine in my tag, and I'm now bringing in some little bits and pieces that were fussy cut from pattern paper just to finish off some of those clusters, mainly adding the red and black pieces to my floral clusters, just to kind of make them match the blue florals a little bit better. So that's all finished now, everything's stuck down. I have added a couple of hearts around the page and also one of the foam floral pieces as well, and I'm going to finish off with some splatters of gold mist. Please do check out the PearTree Cutfiles Facebook group. They've got a couple of other challenges going on today as well because it's their Cybercrop, and also pop over to Scrap Squad, and if you do join in with this Scraplift, please do share with us over there as well. Thank you for watching. Bye.